Hi guys, this is my review on the 4Moms MamaRoo. This is not the newest generation one. There's one newer than this one. But I got this one for a steal, so it was for my dolls, so I didn't really care. So first of all, I've already done a quick overview, so check out my other video comparing my MamaRoo to my Bounceroo to my Rockaroo. So I've got all three. I explain what the difference between the three are, and then kind of do a quick overview showing them. This is more of an in-depth. So like all 4Moms products, the covers are washable. So there's a snap on here. They come off. There's these zippers to take them off and on. And then you just pull this over the lip and snap it on. I do have the optional infant insert, which you do purchase separately, so I have purchased it. They all come with the mobile, with the balls. These are the older style balls. They've got a newer style ball, but the mobile's kind of lackluster. It doesn't move on its own. The seat does have different reclines, and you can pick it. There's this little gray knob in the back, and you pull it, and you can adjust, like you can have it laying down. If you have a baby that needs to be upright a little more, or you have an older infant that can be all the way upright. So I'm going to set it all the way upright for now while I go through everything and show you. So right now it's turned off. You can turn it on the screen here. Mine, for some reason, the full screen does not work properly, so I use the app. 4Moms has a Bluetooth app that I actually use with my phone. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. So right now it is on the wave, and it's a circular motion, and there's 3 speeds. So there's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There's 5 also settings on it. So right now I've got it on the wave, so as you can see it's a circular motion. Next is rockabye, which is an up and down pattern, kind of like a bounce the baby. Then we've got tree swing, which is kind of bounce the baby in reverse, where, you know, instead of just kind of bouncing up and down, you're kind of scooping as you go. Then we've got the kangaroo that kind of hops along. Yes, I know it's kind of loud. My other one was loud too, and for whatever reason though, the noise it soothed baby because it was a white noise. And lastly is the car ride, which is an up and down, bouncy, circular motion. It's kind of combining them all in one. It also has the option of you can, and it has sounds automatically built into it. So we've got rain, and it has a volume. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we've got a fan. And as you can see on there, like when the rain was on the app, it has raindrops. The fan is spinning when the fan is on. When you've got ocean, you've got the wave going. Then we've got the heartbeat. And there is the axe. It's gonna give me a warning because I can't plug my phone in because I've got a higher phone that does not have the adapter, and I don't have the adapter for my phone. But you can plug your phone in, you can play your own music, you can play your own lullabies, you can play your own like, I know for my kids, they didn't like lullabies. They actually prefer real music, so that's what we went with. I I also like that when you need to stop it, it stops. And some people, like I did when I did my MamaRoo demonstration. So I do have Macy, my Reborn, who weighs about 7 pounds. I'm going to put her in here so you can see what a little bit of weight in there does. So I'm going to start it back up. I'm going to start it on 1, and it just goes like no problem. It has no issue once you put baby in, and it has no issue stopping when you hit the stop button. So the weight doesn't affect it. Like even putting it on the highest setting, weight doesn't seem to really affect it. Let me turn off the volume. But I do really like this. Like all the other videos, it should be on the floor. Obviously for this video purposes, I have it on a table, and there's a reborn baby in there, not a real baby. So I do not recommend putting a real baby in it on something high. They do not recommend that either, but it gets kind of wearing on your back to have to keep bending down to change the settings. There we go. So it will change them on here, but for whatever reason my screen isn't showing. There it goes. Ah, there's something like, I have to press on the screen to see what it's doing. So, I don't know if it's because there's nothing underneath it or what, but I didn't pay much for this one. I got it secondhand, so it doesn't bother me. But the app makes it nice because then you don't have to bend down and change all the settings on it. You just have to bend down to put baby in and out of it. But it makes it nice, and you can turn it on and off. So say for instance, baby's in it, you're in the living room, you're doing some work around the house, baby falls asleep and you turn it off. Baby starts to wake up, you're across the room, pull up your phone and turn it back on. The other thing, like I said, there's this knob back here so you can lay it down. My daughter actually slept in hers for the first few months of her life. I know you shouldn't have baby sleep and stuff like this. My kids both had horrible reflux, and they had to sleep at an angle. It was horrible. They either slept with us in our arms, but then we laid down and we were laying flat, so it was too, even with pillows, it was too flat for our kids. They had to be at, I can't remember what, I think it was a 30-degree angle, 25 or 30-degree angle minimum. Otherwise, they were called silent refluxers, so instead of throwing it all up, it would come up and then go back into their lungs. Sorry, Teffy's meowing over there. Teffy! So, yeah, it made it nice. I do really like the MamaRoo. I personally, my daughter was a baby, we didn't even have the mobile on it. So you can see the mobile, it should be sitting up here, so I don't know why it's so low. But I have the mobile for it. I was able to get it secondhand because when I got it, it was missing it. It's that easy to take on and off. And like I said, my kids, we didn't even have the mobile on for it. Or not my kids, my daughter, I didn't even have the mobile on hers. It actually stayed in the box. So it's that easy to take on and off. The next video will be my my Bounceroo. I am going to do videos of taking it apart. Putting it together is obviously the opposite of taking it apart in the video. They're just going to be short, less than 5-minute videos, so I'm just going to put them all on one day. That way they're their own videos, and if somebody comes along and like, I need to know how to take my MamaRoo apart, they don't need to watch how to take a Bounceroo apart. So, I hope you enjoyed this quick video on my review of the 4 moms, MamaRoo, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye! Hi guys, okay, I am going to do how to take apart the 4 mom MamaRoo. Be right back. I have to grab a bag because I forgot to grab that to begin with. I am taking it apart because I actually store mine in the attic, and I needed to get a bag to put some of the pieces in. So here's how we take it apart. Just popping it up so you can see this better. So first of all, I'm going to take off the infant insert. The infant insert is extra. It doesn't come with it. I just like them for my Reborns. And this is easy to fold up. You literally just fold that in, pop that up, and I can slide it in my gallon Ziploc bag. And then next I'm going to pop the balls off and put them in the bag as well. And then just push right through. Hoping all of this fits in this bag. I know it all fit for my MamaRoo, but the MamaRoo toys are smaller, as well as the cord for it is smaller. Okay. And then in the back, there is the plug for the cord. So I'm just going to unplug that. Put this stuff back into my power strip. So I'm just going to put this in the bag. I'm going to leave the bag sitting off to the side over here because I'm going to need it for this cord so I don't lose it as well. But I need that cord to take the MamaRoo apart. Probably flip it over so the prongs are inside. There we go. Yeah, that'll be fine. So I'm just going to sit that off to the side for now. To take off the mobile, you just turn it to the side and it pops off. That is how all 4Moms mobiles go on and off. And products, you just turn them to the side and they pop off. So then I'm going to lay this back. This is the knob. You just push that or pop that up. You slide that down, and then there's these two snaps. There's one down here. There's one up here. I have the strength to get it off. And then it just snaps and unsnaps. I'm like, is there a hole in it? No. It's just the way the stitch. Okay. So then there is this zipper that is down here. You unzip it here. And this is also how you take off to wash it. There's a zipper on the other side. You unzip it there. And then it just pops off. And then the parts for the buckle that stay on the MamaRoo are right under there. And you just pull them out. And here is your cover. It makes it nice so you can wash it. That is the one thing that I hated about my other cars or swings when my kids were baby. If you spit up on one, it was a pain in the butt to take apart. And this is literally just, if you don't have the mobile on, all you have to do is pop the snaps and then unzip it. And then pull the buckles out. Okay, so here's where this comes in. There is down here at the foot there's a button, and at the top there's a button, as well as inside there's some buttons. So I'm going to push the button in on this side and it pops that part out, and I will show you once I take this piece off how to do that, where it is. There's one on that. So this is why it's important to have this piece because you need it to take it apart. You could use headphones if you have them to do this if you absolutely needed to, because the jack, the coax jack, or not coax, the auxiliary jack is just the right size. You can get one of these. This one is the one that came with it. But you can get one of these cords at Walmart. I bought one for my husband's truck for like a couple bucks at Walmart. So if you need one, if you get one on a secondhand market and it's missing its jack, then you can just buy one at Walmart. So there we go. top one. Popped it off. There we go. I'm just putting these things back in the box that I have it stored in my attic, because it's going to go back up there when I'm done. So, like I said, right in the front, there's another one right here, because you're going to need to pop this piece off. So this slides off, and this is what I'm talking about on the inside. It says right here, D and B. On the inside of those pieces I took off, there is a D, there's A, B, C, and D on them. And then you just make sure that you put, let me grab one. On the gray piece alone, hopefully it'll focus, there's a little C. And then on up here is the C. So you'd put the C with the C. So anyways, there's these two holes. You just would push that in, and there's a spot and it pops it off. As well as in the front down here, to take this piece off, you just push right here. So now to take this piece off, you literally just push it. And I personally store mine put together like this. That way I don't lose this piece. So I just push it back on. You'll hear it snap. And so like I said, there's just this little spot here that to take it apart again, you just push in and it pops off. But after you push it in, putting it back on, it does not come off until you push it in with this. So that is the seat dismantle. Like the MamaRoo, it makes it nice for storage because, well, the motor does not come off. So the base and the motor are all one piece. You don't have to store it huge, and it's not like my kids had those Fisher-Price swings as babies. And those suckers to store were a pain because you had, like, to dismantle them, like, you had to get screwdrivers and all this other pieces involved. Literally all you need is that one auxiliary, or like I said, if you have headphones that plug in still. I know a lot of people have Bluetooth headphones now, but you just have to push, or even like a longer pen, because some of the spots you have to kind of push in further. It makes it nice because then, aside from the cover in that bag that has those other pieces in it, literally these are the pieces to it. So it makes it easier to store. It stores even with the swing, because the swing has that huge, like typically the swings have those huge seats on them. That also makes it harder to store them. So I'm able, like literally the box, I have the MamaRoo in it, I have the Rockaroo in it, all in one box. In the box is the same size box that I would have put the baby swing in, and the baby swing would have taken up more than the two of these together. So they are more compact. So I do really like that about them. They store better. So I hope you enjoyed this video on how to take a 4Moms MamaRoo apart. To put it together, it's obviously just do it in reverse. So you also, when you need to put it in, you need to make sure this is up. So sometimes when they store, they get pushed down. Sometimes people store them. I store it down so it doesn't get broken. So then when I go to put it in, I got to remember to pull the lock up. So you pull the lock to put it together, you pull the lock up, you slide that piece in, and then you just zip it back together. And then the plug is right there on the back, right here. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all next time. Bye!